table collector's home. So today, what I'm going to be going over is we're talking about the autograph send-in option through GalaxyCon. So GalaxyCon.com does have an option that to where you can send in items to be autographed by people they have listed, or you can pick up ones they have available on hand. They have a little different options. This is something that became popular with them during the pandemic when conventions and all were shut down. But today we're looking into one of our personal favorites, the John Wesley Shipp the Flash. And they do have one going on here. It's actually about to end. Today is the 3rd. The cutoff date is the 7th, and the mail-in date is November 14th. So we have about, at this current time, about a week and a half to get these items in. Well, I just got one item. So I decided to check out. It's been a while since I've used GalaxyCon for any send-ins or anything. The last one I did was with John Wesley Shipp. It was a 16 by 20 custom print, which I sent in on the flat top loader. It came back rolled. Thankfully, no damage. And everything was pretty much done the way I had requested. A few things here and there. Actually even came with a nice little post-it note from John himself stating why something didn't work. So that was pretty cool. But today we're looking at just a simple 8x10. I looked at their 8x10s available. They do not have what I was looking for, which if you're familiar with the 1990s Flash, there is an episode, I believe it's episode 18, where the character, the Blue Flash, or Pollux, was on that episode. And I don't have anything in my collection from John signed by the character Pollux. So I decided, hey, let's do something. I looked for a print, couldn't find one anywhere, so I did up my own, got a nice little 8x10. So we're getting that together. Now, one drawback with GalaxyCon, their send-ins, I have noticed, doing a lot of conventions, seeing John numerous of times in person, their cost for sending in is almost twice as much it would be to go see him in person. Drawback, but he's not doing anything local or anything that I can get to, so I said, what the heck, let's go ahead and check this out. I haven't done an 8x10 with them, so let's see how well this one goes. Making some changes from the last time I made some send-ins. So I got the photo together. Pollux, I know it's a little hard to see, but what I've done on this one that I hadn't done before is I'm putting it into a top loader, and I actually have a note on here that says, please ship back in the top loader to assure maximum protection over the photograph. And as you can see here, where I'm sorry about the glare, where I want to put the inscription and then the signature. So I'm going to try this area right up through here, see how well it goes. I'm really curious to see how he will do the Pollux, because I've never seen him sign one of these before. I haven't even seen any, not saying they're out there, but I do know the way he does his signatures. He will do his signature and then a little lightning bolt to do the flash. I've done some reverse flash stuff on him from his animation voices, and it was funny watching him trying to do the bolt backwards, but he did it. So let's see what he does on this. But as you can see, top loader, the instructions. Now they do have on the checkout a special note section, and I did put in there to possibly use a blue paint pen, not a Sharpie. Color Sharpies never turned out good on color photographs. Black one, gold, and silver do, but none of the other color stuff usually do, unless it's a very light background. So I prefer, since it's blue, a blue paint pen, something like this here. And this is Sharpie, but this is a Sharpie oil one, which I have used on Funkos many times before. Last person who got to use this was Christopher Lloyd on his Funko, and it came out really great. But got the instructions, got sent out. Now, the turnaround time period on this, they say, is 8 to 10 weeks. I did add JSA to this one, and they say add another week to it. So it's, according to that, should be 9 to 11 weeks. So let's say about 2 months, approximately. Let's just say that, two and a half months. I'm assuming from the cutoff date, that will be the 14th, November 14th. So around January, maybe we'll see this back, hopefully sooner, but we'll see how it goes. So I got it all together. And now sending in your own photo per cost-wise does cost more than choosing one of theirs. It's about 10 bucks more. They do have the option to where if you have a photo of your own, you can send the file in and they will print it, and it does give some size restrictions and requirements and everything on there. So I'm going to shoot this off here. I'm going to get it sent off, mailed out, And this is the GalaxyCon send-in John Wesley Shipp. One of our favorite ones. I love doing stuff with him. He's fun to meet in person if you haven't. And I'm really curious to see what he's going to do on this one, because I have never seen him sign one of these before. So hey guys, if you have one, hey, post on there and let us know. But like I said, I think it was episode 18, I think it was, on the original TV series. But anyway, so like I said, so this all set. I have the instructions. They also, like I said, they do have that special instruction section where you can put that in there and request pen color, signature, placement, but it's going around from person to person, and I prefer this because if that instructions gets lost, at least it's all on this one. Shipping, one thing that makes me a little eerie about GalaxyCon send-ins is you have a specific address that you send everything to, and it's in Florida. And the way they do it, I'm assuming based on how I've seen it all work, is they get the items, they will ship it to the place that this celebrity is going to be at, they sign it, they ship it back to where you originally sent it, and then get shipped to you. That's 4 times it's being shipped. It's a little, so you know, lots of opportunities for it to become damaged. So they state on their website, well, suckers here, not us, them, they will state that they are not responsible for damages to the items. However, they do state that they will ensure every effort to have it in the same condition from which they received it. Now, I'm the type of person that say, hey, if I send this to you flat, and you in the top loader, and you send it back to me rolled outside of a top loader, that is not the condition I sent it to you in. So there was no assurances on there. So if there's any damage on it, you're going to hear from me. But you know, I'm just that type of person. You know, I take my collections and stuff seriously. I don't want to see any damaging. We do stuff like this to assure the protection. Ship it the way it came to you. You know, if you're going to take it out, put it back in. Don't take it out, roll it. Don't slap it between 2 pieces of cardboard and drop it in an envelope and say, hey, there you go. Guys, I've seen a lot of photos get damaged that way, and I've also seen some in top loaders with the cardboard where the envelope nearly was folded in half, and surprisingly, because of all that protection, very, very minimum damage to the photo itself, if any at all. So that's why I always like to see that. Well, we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to go throw this in the mail, and when I come back, sit down, we'll do a time jump to about 9 to 12 weeks. Like that. So here it is. Today is now January 21st. We did get our item back from them. Ooh, and it came in within the time frame. Like I said, the cutoff date was on November 14th. They said getting JSA added on there, it could be around 9 to 12 weeks, which generally that's within the time frame they said. So they did do that. I did receive tracking information that was being sent out with the tracking and everything. So everything came through good. So now we jump into the shipping. Did they ship it pretty good? Like I said, the way it works is it goes from your place down to Florida, from Florida to wherever it's being signed, from there back to Florida, and then from Florida back to you. So that's a lot of shipping. Hopefully they did everything I requested, and they did what they could to protect your item. And like I said, it was just an 8x10. So we have it. It does have fragile on both sides. It's only in an vanilla envelope, not the standard thick ones, but they did use a lot of cardboard. I can feel the cardboard on the front, cardboard on the back, which means the photo is in between, which is good. This thing's pretty sturdy, solid. I mean, I can smack somebody with this. Photo won't get hurt. They may, but this won't. So let's see how everything came out. Did they ship it back in a top loader like I would hope they did? Like I said, if you remember, I did put in a little post-it note asking that to please try to keep it in the top loader to be shipped back for help with the top protection. And they did. Shipped back in. And it's in there. So there was the instructions. And there he is with the blue pen. Got the JSA as asked. I know it's hard to see with the glare, but we'll try to. There it is. And that is the blue paint pen. And it's inscribed Pollux. Everything is exactly as he stated. Like I said, I wanted it in this area. It's on there. So let's take a closer look at this, shall we? So I'm pretty excited about this. Like I said, I never had him do one of these. I've never seen him do one. Like I said, there's JSA. Give me a second to get this out. There we go. So, like I said, everything came right where I had asked, put the instructions. And there is the blue pen. So that worked out pretty cool. Hey, I am very happy with that. So again, this was the GalaxyCon send-in, the John Wesley Shipp one. And like I said, that came out pretty good. So everything came out exactly as I'd hoped and stated. He didn't do any nice little symbols like he did with some of the others. I know it's hard to see. Like on this one, he always puts the little flash symbol, little bolt lightning. Nothing on that one, but hey, I'm still I'm good with it. So shipping, it came full protected. It was added back into the top loader as I had asked it for them to hopefully do. Everything got signed within the notations of where it was, and the photo itself is in the same condition I sent it out to them. So we are really pleased here with this one. And so if you're ever wondering about GalaxyCon servicing, send-in service, I have used them a few times before. Like I said, I did have a previous John Wesley Shipp custom send-in one, and that came back okay. And I've had 2 porcelain plates signed that I sent out. Those 2 came back okay, no issues. The only thing I had with that other John Wesley Shipp one, it was a 16 by 22 custom print. I had actually in a top loader, but when it came back, it was not in it, and it was rolled up, but it was done very neatly, professionally, no creases, no dents, no damages, or anything like that. So that came back okay. So far, everything I've done, they've been hitting on the mark, really good. I just don't like the amount of shipping it goes through from place to place to place, but everything has been coming back okay. So this will probably be a service that we will look into to use in the future. GalaxyCon themselves lately have been getting hit with a lot of criticism. That's the only thing I'm not liking about them. What that criticism is, if you're not following through them from them, and what it is like guests, they have guests, but celebrities that may have passed away on their GalaxyCon website storefront, they will hike the prices up of that individual, which isn't really cool to do, you know, especially right after one passes away and you have a 11 by 17 photo and you're charging your customers like $1,000 for it. Yes, that was one item they did, and it really upset a lot of people. They don't have much more to do with GalaxyCon, so hopefully they won't, you know, learn from that mistake and not do that. But anyway, as in for the send-in service, everything came in as requested, as they said it would, time frames. So we're happy. So that is the GalaxyCon send-in service. So as you can see, we're good to go here. So we're very happy on that. And so that's what we have. Do stick around for some upcoming videos. Hopefully it won't, I know we've had some where it's been taking some time. Reason being, we've sent stuff off. We've had to wait for it to come back, or we're waiting for the aspect for it to come back where we received it, send it off to somebody else to get checked out. You know, like there's other businesses, autograph businesses that I'm looking into. I've received the merchandise, but I'm sending it in for JSA authentication to make sure everything's all right, which I'm not anticipating any problems, but we do look into all these aspects to make sure they are good, because it's a company that uses their own authentication certificate, which if it's a highly reliable place, I'm okay with that, but some of the collectors may not be, and they'd like to have that other insurance of like JSA. But thanks a lot, guys, and that's what we have for you here for this send-in service check, and we'll check you on the next video. So thanks a lot, and catch you then. Oh, and don't forget, on our website, shop.hobbytable.com, every Monday is 10% off on all store merchandise. That excludes any consignment services that we may be doing at the time. So it's just merchandise that we have on our site. So do check that out. All that does support us doing stuff like this, to where we send, check in other places, or when we go out to get you guys stuff and everything. It's not a massive profit front. It's just to help support for what we do here. So any support from you guys on that will be great. And so do check it out. Remember, every Monday, that's 10% off. And that's shop.hobbytable.com. So thanks a lot, guys. Until our next video, hopefully won't take too long. Happy collecting and safe collecting. If you know of a business that you're curious about and would like us to check out,
or if you have a business that you know of is really good and like to pass the word on, send it to us at info@thehobbytable.com. Again, that's info@thehobbytable.com.